Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert. Herbert going to go to the air right away. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. George Karlaftis in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rice. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
Hey, 43, 15.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is Rice. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
A 63-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Automatic 1st down.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Now here's Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This is 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like like that one we saw there.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
From the 43, here's second down and 2.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a second down and 6 coming up. It's Eckler again. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touch.
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
You can do one of 2 things after a penalty. You can hang your head, or you can get mad and redouble your efforts. I think we just saw the latter there as they stopped him for no gain.
Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Rice. Touchdown! touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. So he'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. Yeah. I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the second spot pretty soon. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Allen's first catch, good for a first down.
Go.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about that. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
43.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. From the left side, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, the out route, he finds Hardman. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down.
That one caught by Rice.
Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Mahomes throwing on fourth. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want.
There he goes, left side.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Josh Palmer,
85 yards.
And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
The tight end in motion right. On first down, Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Well, he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Mahomes now to throw. Completes it to Hardman. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. So we have reached.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter. Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now it's Mahomes again. Wide open receiver complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
This pass finds its way to Williams.
Still on his feet.
Touchdown, LA!
Mike Williams.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on that. He's got a man complete. A big play there for KC. 46 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Mahomes. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Understanding he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. There's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone.
There he goes, right side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Herbert. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We won 6. Boswell's kick is good, and that will push the lead up to 5. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 63 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Now that's how you start a drive. Not only do you pick up a first down, you do it on a chunk play. Big yardage, and now you put a little bit of a dent in the confidence of the defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. From the gun, it's Mahomes rolling to his right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Still to go. 3rd down now. Mahomes to throw once more. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. It's complete, and he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
59.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
They'll set up to throw.
That's taken in by Palmer.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Now it's Herbert. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Herbert.
This is swung out to Eckler.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on third down. Here's Herbert. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Hasn't been a lot of comfort in the pocket. He's been under pressure all day.
You're exactly right. Instead of taking another hit, he just heaved that one away. I'd love to see him be able to stand in there and make the throw and try and pick it up on third down. But I'm not the one in there taking the hits either, so I totally cannot blame him for that one. Those hits are definitely catching up.
A fourth quarter miss like that, there's no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Open man right side is Rice.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They only got a couple, but a couple is all that they needed as they convert on fourth. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them. Perfect time to get it done.
Flush to his right. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Chiefs get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On first down, Justin Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Here's Herbert. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
They snap it to Herbert. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Pressure comes and down he goes. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To throw is Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Tucker now to add the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Charger offense making their way back out there.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. On first down, it's Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And running with power here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. On first and 10, Herbert. This is caught by Williams. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. On second down, here's Herbert. To the sideline and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
One last throw here for Herbert. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover. It will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now official.